Hello everyone, welcome to the ARC's July e-newsletter. I'm Mary Hayfie, President and CEO here at the ARC of Opportunity. I am a white female with silvery hair. Today I happen to be wearing a polka dot dress with a maroon colored jacket. And as always, I'm wearing my ARC lapel pin and my Black Lives Matter buttons. I want to acknowledge that we are here today on the unceded lands of the Nipmuc people of the Nashaway tribe, who stewarded this land long before we were here. So let me begin wishing you a Happy New Year. Now some of you are saying that was January, not July. But at the ARC, it's twice a year, and July is Happy Fiscal New Year. So I have 4 things I want to tell you about today. And let me start with the budget. It's FY24, that's what you'll hear it referred to as, and our budget is now over $20 million. When I got here 14 years ago, I think it was $7.5 million, so that is a lot of growth and increased complexity over the years. What in the world did we do with that $20 million? Well, our staff are our greatest asset. They are the way that our program participants and residents get their supports, and we need to invest in them. So we've done something we call an intelligent risk, because the state is not reimbursing us in order to do what we have done. But we feel passionately we had to, and thank you to the ARC's Board of Directors for urging management to do this. All staff are being hired at entry level $19 an hour, and if their job requires them to have medication administration credentialing, and they get it, they go to $20 an hour. Now, $20 is still not a living wage. The state is giving us a little over $18 to pay our staff, but we felt that this was critical, and I hope you support that and recognize the importance of our staff. We had to adjust all other wages so that we didn't create wage compression. The other is we've added a sign-on bonus. This is something we're trying. We have not done this before. And we still have a referral bonus, though we tweaked it a little bit. And here's the big thing. We've shortened the time it takes to hire a DSP and brought it down to 1 week for the most part. That's a big deal. People can go to many jobs, and so if we take weeks to decide whether to hire them, they've gone somewhere else. This is really critical, all of it, because as I started off saying, staff are our most important asset. They're the people who live out the mission of the ARC. And more staff, which we believe we will have by increasing the wages, means that we can bring more people back to the program. We haven't been able to because we don't have quite enough staff yet. And accept new people. We have quite a waiting list, and we're excited to welcome them in. And more staff means we get people out into the community, so they're really the members of the community, not just somebody who comes to the ARC. I am so proud of the staff who've dedicated their lives to being here. Now, I need your help, and I'm asking for your help. You can encourage people you know to apply to work at the ARC. We're a great employer, and we've done our best by staff and will continue to do so. Help us, spread the word. $20 an hour in North Central and Worcester County is not an unreasonable starting wage. And specific help, there are 2 positions, one a group of positions and one that we're still struggling. Our direct service professionals, whether it's in residential, day help, community-based day supports, DSPs in general, we need more. So please, that's the entry-level position. But the other we need, and it's kind of an exciting one, is a division director of nursing. We have put a hiring bonus on that position as well. So the way you can help out here is talk up the ARC. Tell people the wonderful stories of us and encourage them to work here. Now I'm going to turn to my colleague, and I want to showcase a particular program today. It's one of our wonderful programs that some viewers may know about, others may not know about. And so I've asked our Division Director of Home-Based Supports to join us, and that's Kathy Kopitsky. So Kathy's going to start off by introducing herself.
Thank you, Mary. Hi, everybody. I'm Kathy Kopitsky, and I am a middle-aged white woman with short dark hair, wearing rimless glasses and an orange shirt with my ARC lapel pin for sure, and I do have a crooked smile.
Great description. You know, Kathy, I think about home-based supports, and there's two parts to it, but today we're going to focus on one in particular. And the ARC does a lot of things with people, from supporting them to be in their own apartments and maybe get anywhere between 2 and 10 hours a week. That's the most independent. And then we have group homes where people get 24/7 care and live with 4 other people. You're neither of those.
That's right.
And so what is it? Tell us about what it is and why you're so passionate about it. The reason I wanted you to join me today is because you are truly passionate about this program. I'm calling it Home-Based Supports. You describe it, please.
So I think this is one of the most exciting programs that we have at the ARC because we can take referrals from anybody. That means you and your family, whatever difficulty you might be having in navigating being a caregiver, that's a way that we can help you. So one of the programs I want to talk about is adult family care or adult foster care. And that is where we literally, very basically, pay caregivers to take care of people in their homes. Sometimes these are family members. It might be parents taking care of children with a disability. It might be children taking care of their parents because the parents have reached a point in life where they can't live safely alone. And so my staff helps caregivers to stay organized, to take care of themselves, to stay connected with the community, and it really is an awesome thing.
But wait a minute, you said something. Now the ARC, for years, has worked with people with developmental and intellectual disabilities. A lot of our business comes through the Department of Developmental Services.
That's right, yes.
You've said some things that make me think this is different.
It's different and it's amazing because it is a way to tap into families and to help families stay together, because staying together at home is the best place to live your best life.
Okay, so you don't have to have a developmental or intellectual disability?
Correct.
Okay, and you don't have to be the parent, you could be the child, you need to be a caregiver.
Caregiver, right.
Now that's a adult family care situation.
Right, yes.
Is there another model?
Well, there is, and it's the adult foster care, and we match people who have room in their house, who have room in their hearts, for folks with disabilities to live in their home, and we then support that matching and that life so that someone can have their best life.
Yeah, that's amazing to me. And
It
I
is
guess
amazing.
over the years I've known some stories that have been incredible successes. There's often some longevity to the match. You said matches, and I think of your team as matchmakers.
So sometimes it feels that way, but we have had individuals living in people's homes for over 20 years.
Yeah.
They are part of the family.
Yeah. You know, I think of somebody who was in a group home, and this is long, long ago, and honestly was kind of miserable. And the team had the wisdom to say, well, maybe this isn't the right place for this person. And the department matched her up with another woman living in the community. And what I can say is the person's health, their fitness, their community engagement, their sense of independence has changed tremendously.
Absolutely.
And they're happy.
So group homes are a great option, but they're not for everybody. And so what we have is just another option for people to live their best lives, to thrive in the community, in their own space, at home, which is most important.
Why would a community member want to do this? You mentioned that there's some stipend for families.
There's some stipends available. Some people are just awesome at taking care of people. And you know, you're an empty nester, you want to take care of somebody, you've got room, you could use the income, or your parents are not doing well, taking care of them might require you to reduce your working hours. The stipend helps with that. So you can stay at home and do what needs to be done to keep your family whole.
Yeah. So it is great. Now, we serve Worcester County.
Right.
If you're listening to this and living somewhere else, we can probably help you connect with
Absolutely.
another chapter of the ARC doing the same work more local to you. But what would they do if this intrigued somebody and they at least want to know more about it?
I would say the first thing to do is to go to our website and to check out the section on adult foster care.
And we'll have that linked
and
both in the newsletter and on the
That's
screen.
awesome. And in there is more information about the program. Might just kind of develop more questions, and that's fine. Give us a call, send us an email through the website, and we'll get back in touch with you and walk you through the process, or refer you to another agency who might be closer to you.
Right.
Absolutely.
And so you can contact us if you are a community member who has space,
Right.
interest, time, and wants to learn more about this.
Absolutely.
And you can also contact us if you're a family member supporting a loved one and not connected with this program.
Right. Right.
And so you get some incredible supports. Nobody's hovering over you all the time, but depending on the degree of need, there's some case managing support and some nursing.
And some nursing support. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think the statistics now prove out that 1 in 4 adults in America are caregiving for someone. That's a lot of people, and yet it's also one of the loneliest things you can do. And one of the things that we do is help it not be lonely, because it's a little easier with good
Yes.
support, and we provide that support.
Absolutely, Kathy. And before you said the word lonely, that was exactly the word in my mind. So, anyway, Kathy, thank you so much for joining us. I hope people enjoyed hearing about the program we wanted to showcase today.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
Guess what? It's time to talk about the annual charity auction. And I am thrilled to say it will be 100% in person. Friday, October 13th. Some people think Friday the 13th is bad. We know it's great. And we're looking forward to a successful charity auction. At Great Wolf Lodge, you can actually go onto the website and start buying tickets now. Save the date, notices are going to hit the mail pretty soon. Here's why we need you. We do some family supports that are contracted through the Department of Developmental Services. But the most important family supports, actually listening to families, supporting families, connecting families, teaching advocacy, making you aware of what are the things that legislatively are going on, doesn't get funding. And so our charity auction is critical. It is the source we have for raising the funds needed for the unfunded parts of family supports. And go back to our roots. Family supports was how we began, families supporting each other. The need is great. And so join us, please, on October 13th, Great Wolf Lodge. You always make us worry less if you buy tickets in advance. I look forward to seeing everyone there. And the last thing is some celebration here. The Arc of Opportunity will always keep you alert to the most pressing legislative needs. We don't do it alone, though. The Arc of Massachusetts and the Arc of the U.S. are great partners with us. They actually have lobbyists and full-time advocates and legislatively connected people. And the Arc of the U.S., quite frankly, is contacted by our federal government to get input. They're known to be experts. So, in June, the U.S. Supreme Court upheld rights in a monumental win for people with disabilities. There was a case before them. We'll put the link in it. I'm just going to tell you the highlights. But it upheld the right of Medicaid beneficiaries to seek legal recourse if the state is actually violating their rights. This is far-reaching. It's going to impact people with disabilities in our healthcare system, housing, nutrition, education, and other safety net programs. The Arc of the U.S. led the way on this and made a tremendous difference. We'll put the link in there so you can read all about it. I've often urged you, and I will continue to urge you, when we send out the action notices, they take 30 seconds to put your voice behind a form and let your legislators know what matters. You can get them from us, but you also can get them by signing up for the mailing lists of the Arc of the U.S. and the Arc of Massachusetts. I urge you to do so. that's it for today. Please have a great summer, Sunwalk. We look forward to seeing you in August.